Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Jamie Hughes News. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and it's been a while since we've done some news on this channel, but don't worry, I am back with a vengeance, just like the movies I'm going to be talking about today. What a sick but terrible segue that was. Last night it was Paramount's panel at CinemaCon and Jim Giapoulis, I hope I pronounced that correctly, announced a load of movies that are going to be getting upcoming sequels in the next few weeks, months and years, and I'm very excited by all of the announcements, so I thought I'd make a nice little news video today and summarize it all for you guys. So let's jump into it, and first up, Paramount have announced that A Quiet Place is going to be getting a sequel. This is news that excites me a lot because to have A Quiet Place sequel not only makes monetary sense, it also makes story sense, because this is definitely a movie that warrants a sequel and warrants a world expansion, if you will, and everybody seems really on board with it, which is really nice. Obviously this movie was, I don't want to say a shock hit, but it kind of came out of nowhere and then kind of blew everybody away, and obviously it blew the execs at Paramount as well, because Jim Giapoulis said on the whole situation that if you'd have told me 5 years ago that an almost silent film starring the very funny guy Jim from The Office would have been a hit at Paramount, I would have said, well, I should go and work at Paramount. And there's a really nice quote from him, because it obviously shows that they are very much on board. You know, it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but they're very much on board with this movie. They want to start pushing forward. And he did go on to mention as well that John Krasinski and the other two screenwriters do have a load of ideas for this movie. Apparently there's like loads and loads of Word documents knocking around somewhere with a load of other concepts for this movie, and I think that is very, very promising that they're not just rushing this sequel. It seems like they genuinely have a story and a place to go with it. It's not been announced yet whether any of the original cast will be returning for the sequel. I'd like to see it, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, very exciting news, and I genuinely cannot wait to see what happens in A Quiet Place 2. Next up, in the vaguest announcement of the night, he also revealed that they are going to be making 2 new Star Trek movies, but that was kind of all the information we got. He didn't specify whether they were going to be continuations of the J.J. Abrams story, whether they were going to be reboots, whether they were going to be this much rumoured Tarantino movie. It's not really been speculated, but I think from kind of the vibe that I've seen online and from the theatre, it does look like one of those movies is going to be the Tarantino-led Star Trek movie, and then the other movie might be a possible reboot of the J.J. Abrams franchise. But again, that's all sort of speculation at this point, as nothing's been confirmed other than we're getting 2 new Star Trek movies. So let me know your kind of theories on that down in the comments below. And finally, Paramount also announced that a true Cloverfield sequel is going to happen, which is so damn exciting. 10 years after the original, we are finally going to get a true continuation of that Cloverfield story. Obviously, Paramount have done kind of spin-off sequels with 10 Cloverfield Lane, most recently the Cloverfield Paradox, but Paramount have specified that a true Cloverfield story, a true Cloverfield sequel is going to be happening, and it's going to be coming to theatres very soon. You little sneaks. Just throwing that in there, very soon. Like, this movie's already been done and dusted like 5 years ago. They're just waiting to release it. They did confirm that, again, this could be a complete red herring, but they confirmed that J.J. Abrams and Paramount's latest feature, Overlord, which has been heavily rumoured to be a Cloverfield movie, isn't. But again, that could totally be a red herring, because they've also said that the movie's going to be coming out very soon. So yeah, it's kind of a very weird situation with that. But the most promising bit of news from that is that we are getting a complete sequel to Cloverfield, the Cloverfield with the big scary alien. So hopefully that starts to wrap up and tie in all of those other plot points from all of the other movies. And I tell you what, for the smallest bit of information that we've got from this movie, I'm so damn excited to see where it takes us. And that has been all of the big Paramount announcements. So we've got A Quiet Place 2 coming, 2 Star Trek movies, and a Cloverfield 2, even though it's not It's like GTA when they called it GTA 5. It's not going to be Cloverfield 2, but it is going to be a true continuation of that Cloverfield story. And I tell you what, I for one am very, very excited about all of those movies being released. And let me know your guys' thoughts about all of the movies that have been announced at CinemaCon down in those comments below. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the very next episode of the Jamie Hughes News. Ta-ra!